Yeah, with teams, we actually just added a sixth person to the people that do my series. We don't really call it a team at all. We don't even have a name for the group. We just Death Note Abridged, and with every person that you invite to help you out with your series, they're more than likely you're going to improve on quality, but it's gonna take that much longer to do.
Yes.
That you know,
Yeah.
the more people, the longer it takes to get everybody. I mean, I have a horrible time getting my best friend to record his dang lines. Uh, it's so hard to get people on the phone sometimes. Sometimes somebody comes up, and making like with Harry Potter, the guy who played Dumbledore originally, he just died. Well, if
So
I,
unprofessional.
yeah, I know, right? I don't like Michael Gambon, but that's a different story. The
He
thing is
died in the
though,
last movie too.
well, good.
Sad
Michael
thing is, I
Gambon.
saw that 2 days ago. I was like, oh.
God, that movie was so horrible.
Oh, it was awesome, dude. No, okay, let's not turn this into a Harry Potter discussion.
Okay, yeah.
We can do that after the recording.
Yeah, we'll do that after.
We'll totally do that because I will so take you on. But anyways,
But all I can say, side note, it will be better than the new Twilight movie coming out.
Anything is better than Twilight.
It's
hard not to be.
We'll record that again also after our
Yeah.
bashing of Twilight.
Anyways, continue with the discussion.
But anyways, yeah. So the more people that you add to a group, the longer it takes. I really have my friend Kerbamon is doing my editing now because he's a much better editor than me. But he also takes longer to do it. So once again, adding another person to the group, that much longer to take. The person, and like the original thing I was saying before was about if one person decides to drop out, you're screwed, basically. You're completely
Not
screwed.
really.
Well, no, I mean, like, as far as continuity is concerned, Team.Tebio, Dirty Dan, stepped out of playing Light for Ep.9 of their series, and everybody's like, well, what happened? Lanny stepped in, which was extremely kind of him. But everybody, was saying, oh, what happened to Dan? What happened to Dan? They just had continuity issues. I also replaced my main character eventually, like 5 or 6 episodes in. We're going back and redubbing our first couple episodes to just for continuity's sake, but it all of a sudden the voices change,
Well, there's 2 ways of solving that. One, don't give a shit because, it's an internet parody. Who gives a shit? And 2, make a joke about it.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I did with because Suki's show was Lelouch for episode 1. Then he decided to leave. So in episode 3, I was like, okay, what happened to your voice? Well, first, puberty. Okay. Because, he had, Suki's show had a deeper voice and Rashomon has a lighter voice for it. So, obviously just make a joke. But I just don't see why you have to be, why most people have to be like continuity. It's just an internet parody. It's not like this is a TV show where everyone's like, oh my god, what happened to the actor? Like, did they cut him out and whatever?
And it happens there too.
Well, yeah, but again, that's not really important on the internet. We're only making little, like, really poorly constructed parodies. It's just...
Well, yes, but you realize is that there's you gotta care about it. You can't just say, oh, well, looks like all my voice actors decided to quit. Whatever.
You're talking about the scenario of one voice actor leaving.
But it's still something to worry about. 1 or 5 doesn't matter. You should not want people to leave.
If one voice actor left my show, it would have sort of an effect.
Yeah.
Because, oh yeah. Yeah. Who's going to voice him?
I don't know.
Wow.
But only the voice actor quit, not the scriptwriter or the editor.
Yeah. He'd stay on.
Oh, I gotcha. I'll do it.
Oh, God.
I've never done it before, but I would so do it.
I was actually thinking of dubbing over your first episode just to see what my voice range could be.
You can
I do better. I do better voice imitations than I do my own unique creations.
You mean impressions?
Yeah.
Well, that's what people
That's
usually.
sort of something I've been trying with this new Naruto thing, was just like different voices, because I really don't watch Naruto, so I don't really base the voices off anything whatsoever. It's just,
Yeah.
so I just sort of came up with just random voices for the various characters.
I noticed that a lot of abridgers are trying to go into fan dubbing and like trying to actually be voice actors. But I think the biggest problem with that is because they're trying to use them like they think that just because they do a good impression means good voice actor, which is completely wrong. Just because they have like a very known voice doesn't mean they can act for shit.
Right.
And also, one thing is, like, why are you trying to imitate someone else? Isn't your voice what people want?
Yeah,
Like-
and you can tell the difference between people who actually can voice act and who can't. I can't voice act.
Yeah.
But, like I said, it's just like, why are you trying to actually say, oh, I sound like Crispin Freeman? Yeah, but, you know, we have a Crispin Freeman. We want someone else. We want someone new. It's like, that's why it kind of gets irritating seeing abridgers who did nothing but a bridge series trying to go into voice acting because they're trying to rely on the impressions, which doesn't work because they don't know how to actually act.
Right.
I mean, like you, Lil Crebo, at least you go into theater. At least you and learn how to use your voice to act. But unfortunately not other people tend to do that.
Well, I've been in theatre a lot for a lot shorter time than I have been doing the abridged series. I've only been in about 4 plays.
But have you been into that kind of thing, though, for a while? Like acting, the liberal arts kind of stuff?
Not really.
Huh. Fun fact of the day.
Exactly.
But, I mean, you're actually going out of your way to learn how to actually act.
I suppose. I just sort of showed up and they were like, you do a funny voice, you can be in the play, and then I've just sort of developed it from there. And I've never really considered myself an actor. I just try to make people laugh, and that's my main intention.
Well, that's not what the fans think.
No, you do. You're the rare one, though. You do all of it, and that's pretty.
Yes. I also want to say that it goes sort of both ways, just a little, because one of my voice actors is actually acts in theater, and he just he could not get used to voice acting for the longest time, and has only just like this episode gotten it down to where he can act without being on stage.
Well, there's two parts of voice acting, I guess. It's the voice itself and then the acting. Really, I know that sounded stupid. Yeah, I know, right? I know it sounded completely stupid, but like when it comes down to it, it's your manipulation of your voice and then putting the actual emotion into it, the situation of it. You don't want what you're saying to not match the face of the character or the mood or the conversation, or it'll sound completely stupid. So there's really two parts of it. There's some people that can get one part down and can't get the other part.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Chicken, that I created a whole topic you didn't want to talk about.
No, that was actually something good that I think people wanted to actually talk about. So really, thank you for that.
Who started that one?
Yeah, we can do another one if that's fine with everyone.
Sure. I got all night.
Okay, but anyways, let's see. I've got one more on the list. This was brought on by one of the people on the forums, which I'm surprised still has activity. People, if you're listening, go to the forums. Do whatever the hell you have to do to make it popular again.
Clarify which.
There's popular people on there.
Please clarify which forums.
It's the TAC forums, which
Okay.
I'll post the link on the right of the video after the podcast is done, or whenever y'all.
Yeah, I should totally go there.
Okay, anyways, the question that was brought on by that one person, I forget who, the question is, what is your opinion on abridgers that are egotistical and have no respect for other abridgers, especially ones that do the same series as they do?
Wow, that was on the forums?
Yep, that was posted.
By a user.
May I ask where?
Who
Who are these people?
So,
The TAC forums.
but anyways, this was brought on by a user, but whoever wants to jump in to discuss.